GM, water enthusiasts, ever wondered what those additional experience years mean on the certification requirements? Well, let's go ahead and discuss what those are today. So there's two different types of experience that's considered experience for the sake of your certifications and exams to being certified as a wastewater, drinking water, or distribution operator within the state of California. Each state varies a little bit. I'm in California. I'm a water distribution operator now, currently, and looking to get my D3, and I'm studying for my wastewater treatment so I can get my wastewater treatment grade 3 as well. So with all that said, like I said, there's two different types of experience that they're looking for in the experience section. One is time in grade experience, and the second one is additional years of experience. And so I'm going to break down what those two differences are. They're two pretty big differences. They're key differences, and they're very critical to actually successfully doing the steps to apply for your certifications the first time around. So as long as you follow these guides in this series, you'll zoom right through them. You won't have to do repeated rounds of resubmissions and whatnot. And also, the gentleman at the State Water Control Board for California has told me that they have an electronic file system now, so you can submit all the electronic docs you want. You don't have to manually send them in, and then each time you don't have to resend them in with each application. You can send them in with your initial application and they'll store them, so you don't have to keep resubmitting them like you used to have to back in the day. Manually with paper, you would have to send everything in via mail every single time. All right, so enough of that side topic. Let's get back to this experience topic. So one of the key notes for this is this pertains to applicants that are looking to apply for any grade 3 drinking water distribution or wastewater treatment operator certifications, level 3 or grade 3 and above. That's your T3, your D3, and your WWTP grade 3 or above. You need to look at and make sure that you're doing the documents correct, because it is actually quite a lot. In the sense that if you mess stuff up and it's not the actual correct stuff, you got to keep doing it, which makes it very long and cumbersome. So the difference in the two different grades is time in grade experience is where you're actually gaining the specific skills that are at that grade level, i.e. you're at a level or class 4 wastewater treatment plant, and say you're right below your shift leader and you're doing everything with activated sludges, infiltration, the tertiaries and all that, but maybe even the bio membrane reactors and whatnot. But basically you have the years of experience in that particular realm of knowledge that's being tested on that grade 3 or 4 or 5 that you're actively doing, not just any old experience. So that's time in grade experience. The second one is additional years of experience, and i.e. this means anything experience wise. That includes, within the realm and additional lower years of experience. So you would need, say, I think the grade 3, they want 1 year of time in grade experience and some additional years of experience. So I'm going to show you this little document right here. So this is for a water distribution. So see how it says you need to pass your grade 3. It says you need to pass your grade 3 here. Then you need 1 year of experience working as a D2 at a D2 or higher. So this is the actual in-grade experience, and then you need 1 more year, which can be anything, of additional years of experience. And you can also see there it says at the bottom that you may substitute this with 1 or 2 in the chart below on page 3. And what that is on the page 3, there's actually some more sections on the bottom of that, which I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. This bottom part right here, a degree, so you can switch it with a degree or experience gained while working as a certified distribution operator. Within the degrees, you can have an associate's degree will fill 1 year of additional operator experience. A bachelor's is 1.5 years, and then your master's degree. So if you have any master's degree, that's 2 years of experience you can write off by having a degree. And most of these, the additional years, you can actually switch out with educational years, i.e. degrees, so actual degrees, not like certificates of achievements or science units or semester units or any of that stuff. It needs to actually be specific. Specifically, it's going to be degrees. And with the number 2 that's on there, excuse me, it says experience that's gained while working as a certified distribution operator with lead responsibilities will qualify for 1 year to substitute on a day-for-day basis. So up to 1 year, not more. It can be less, but obviously 1 year is max on that. And so going over what the requirements for the actual paperwork is experience-wise, you're going to need your letter from the supervisor, like I said before, that details all your daily logs, all the tasks that were assigned to you, specifically like what was within those, and then what you actually completed within those or how you completed it. Secondly, they want an organization chart so that they could see that this supervisor is like actually a higher up supervisor. Generally a general manager or above would work. And so then the next one would be the official job description and duties of the position that you're currently in and that you're operating and working these actual tasks of. And then last but not least, the actual classification, that your work title is currently. So if you're a water systems operator 3, they would want to know that. Or if you're a water utility services 2, they would want to know that as well. And that's all the information that we got for today on the experience part. That's all the additional experience and how to substitute all that. Hopefully that makes it a lot clearer, so when you go to apply your first time, you're not just sitting there filling out paperwork for funsies and having to redo it multiple times. If you have any questions on the experience part or filling out the organization letter, supervisor and all that stuff, just go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'll go ahead and answer that as soon as I can. But that's all we have for today. I'm out.